Welcome back to my channel. This is a topic that I wanted to tell you guys about, and it is about a star 49er football player that refuses to stand for the national anthem. I cannot pronounce his name, but I will put his name and picture somewhere here in the video. Yes, so he plays for the 49ers. He's biracial and he was raised in a white household. Okay, so I just put all that out there to try to give you a description of who he is and his background at base. His thing is he did not want to stand and pay tribute to the national anthem. The national anthem represents the United States as a whole. It represents the country as a whole. Any national anthem represents that country as a whole. At least that's what we have come to learn here in the United States. So he feel like he's in a position where he can pretty much have his voice heard for people that don't have a voice. So he was like, I refuse to stand for the national anthem for a country where people can kill someone and then they are put on leave with pay. So that was the whole controversy. But the first that I heard of the story was when I was riding home from work and I heard it on the radio. Okay, the thing is, and I want to let you guys know how I feel about the whole situation and racism as a whole. They presented the story, and the thing was how he felt was because, again, people being killed in the streets, and then the person who committed the crime or the act was put on leave with pay. But the radio people who gave the story, they went on to say the national anthem was written by a racist man, and I'll try to put his name in somewhere here in the video and a picture, and that they think that he shouldn't have stood for the national anthem because the original song is a verse taken out of the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem, that was against black people, and they thought that by right he shouldn't have to stand. But the way I took it was, if the United States of America took that verse out of the song and then you said you could not look it up and Google it, why did you bring that story into this story? That's not even the reason why he refused to stand. Although you mentioned the reason why he refused to stand, you dwelled on the fact that a racist man wrote the Star Spangled Banner, and by right he should not have stood. So now you're gonna teach to a whole new generation something that happened back then. When you continue to teach about stuff, even though it's been corrected, and you teach it in a manner that's controversial, it's like, yes, back in the day, this may be true. A slave owner, someone who hates blacks or hated blacks and stuff like that, might have written this and was and angry and put that in a song, but the United States took it out and buried it to the fact that you can't even Google it. And you know you can Google anything, and if that's true, you can't Google it. Why would you pick up that hatchet when it was buried? If you ever want racism to die, why do people, when they bring up racism, why do you bring it up in such a controversial way instead of teaching? To me, it's like, when you speak of racism and you're not speaking of it to teach, but to cause turmoil, I feel like, to me, you are the very face of racism, okay? Because this country took it out and deleted it. Does that say anything? Do that mean anything? That, to me, that shows good faith. Like, this is something that we don't want to define our country. The rest of the words, we'll leave it, but that we're taking out. These are the words of an individual. These are the words of an individual. This is how he felt, but this is not what we want to take part in, and they deleted it. So the fact that they deleted it, took it out, and you can't find it, but that's not good enough. This is what I mean about you're teaching racism. Teach them in a non-controversial way where it just continue to fuel and stir up hatred. Because just like it's people that hate us, it's people that love us. Just like it's people that hurt us, it's people that help us. I feel like your feelings are valid. You feel that way for a reason. Is it right? No, but you have your reason. Now these beautiful innocent minds that may have loved the United States of America and fight alongside a white man, a Chinese man, or Philippine, they feeling like, should I be out there fighting? Now you have put anger into another heart. It is about both parties. It's about the person who died and the person who did the killing. So you cannot do one without the other. It's like if you want things to stop, we need to come together. You can't say, I'm only going to deal with this with just black people. Okay? We didn't deal with just slavery with just black people. We didn't make it to freedom by ourselves, being pro-black. Pro-black, pro-black. We don't want any whites to help us. Back then, we had whites fighting side by side, helping us escape to freedom. We didn't own any houses. Those people put their lives on it, as on the line to help us. You know, you could teach our youth and you could teach us our history without being so controversial. Because if we were just waiting on black people, we would probably still be slaves. Okay? You need the other people. The white people was the slave owners. But those are the very people that helped us get to freedom. Okay? It's the same thing today. It is the same thing today. So for you to be over here being proud black, we don't need whites. We need to come together and stop teaching and fueling hatred. Teach love and awareness. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so. Click the subscription button down below. Comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this subject. This whole thing with the 49ers player speaking out and showing his support against and taking a stand on what's been going on in the United States of America today. And what do you guys think about what I say about this whole situation? I think we should stand and we should support each other. Whether we're black or white, we should support each other as human beings. And we should start to teach our history in a non-controversial way.